Oh, hello, and thank you for joining me. I want to tell you a story about my beard, and how we solved that prickly problem. So, let me take you back. I was 18, I was young, I drove my motorcycle, black leathers, leather gloves, black helmet. I was cool. I had just returned from a summer at home, drove my motorcycle across country, and I was about to see my girlfriend for the first time in 2 months. And so there I was, red bandana covering my hair, full beard that I had grown in that summer, proud as heck of just how cool I looked. And I was about to see my girlfriend, and that was pretty exciting. And she was walking down the path towards me, meeting her at the university. And as she came closer, her look of anticipation and joy went away. And what replaced that beautiful, happy face was a look of horror and just disgust, as her first words to me were, ew, yuck, get it off, get it off. So, round one of Ron having facial hair. Clearly didn't win that one. The facial hair was gone, as was the bandana, oddly enough, very quickly. And so went the next number of years. All dreams of having facial hair firmly crushed by the opinion of my wife. Later, we got married. And flash forward to 1999. Went to Jamaica teaching conflict management to people who had been teaching in the Jamaican system for years. Some of them were 10 years older than me, 20, some even 30 years older than me. And there I was, 29, baby-faced, and just needing a bit of gravitas, right? You know, you just got to have a little bit more maturity kind of right here. And so what happened was a year-long exercise in trying a whole bunch of different facial hairstyles. Now, obviously, my wife wasn't thrilled by this either. She expressed her thoughts with me, but it was important to me. And so I was, ready to negotiate. I was ready to find some sort of mutually beneficial solution to the facial hair problem. And after a year of trying and getting her feedback, we finally settled on, well, what you're seeing before you today. This beard is a negotiated settlement between me and my wife. I get to have a beard, and she gets to not have to kiss it. So, how does that all work? And why am I telling you about my beard? Well, life is full of negotiations like this. Life is full of our need to kind of create our own space, to find our way of being that's true to us, but also works for others. And that's essentially what I do as a life coach, is I help people figure out what it is that they need to do to get their world to fit them better. And as a business coach, I bring that over into business as well. How can people get their business to fit them? And all of that is about negotiations. So let's break it down. First, you need to define the problem. The problem was, does Ron get to have facial hair or not? The answer, of course, is in a lot of different option testing, right? So it wasn't that she was like completely 100% against facial hair. It was just certain kinds of facial hair, certain lengths of facial hair, and whether or not when she kissed me, did she come into contact with that facial hair. So it was through about a year of testing different options that we discovered together which options actually resolved the problems that, well, frankly, at the beginning we weren't really clear on. And so as we explored the options of, full facial, no facial, just tiny little pencil, fuller, all those different kinds of styles, getting feedback from my students as well, which was super awesome. And really figuring out what is it that's going to work. So finally, after about a year of this, we settled on, well, what you see before you. Lots of clearance for a kiss, And, you know, it's a real beard, and I actually get to have a jawline, which is pretty cool. And so after we figured that out, we picked that as a solution because that's the one that worked for both of us. We were both happy with it. We both thought it was sustainable. And here I am, 20 years later, with the same beard. So it took about 8 years to come to this beard, about 1 year of actively negotiating this beard. And it's a solution that's set over time. 3 minutes a day, and you know what? I get to have this beard, and my wife gets to have this lovely kissable face. And so now, when I go back and I look back at all of that, I remember that it's not always easy and it's not always quick, but we can negotiate space for ourselves. And again, that is what I love doing with my clients. I love helping them find solutions, whether it's for facial hair or for how do we set up our business so that it doesn't kill us, so that we actually enjoy the work that we do. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me and ask away. Look forward to hearing from you.